Hey everybody, Karston with Top & Go Productions here, and now it's time for the matchup you've all been waiting for. Melek versus Ruric. We're going to divide this matchup into a best 2 out of 3 just to give you guys a chance to see each deck at its best. We will also be playing with the traditional French rules for 1v1 Commander, such as having 30 life. If you're interested in those rules, you can see them in a link down in the description. And of course, I'm playing Melek is at Paragon, and Brian is playing Ruric Thar, the Unbowed. Let's get this show on the road. Game 1, my starting hand contained Jace's Ingenuity, Downpour, Mystical Tutor, Force of Will, Tectonic Edge, Mountain, and an Island. Brian's starting hand had a Bloodbraid Elf, Fauna Shaman, Gaia's Herald, Shivan Oasis, Reflecting Pool, and 2 Mountains. I won the roll and went first. I played an Island, and Brian followed me with a Shivan Oasis tapped. I played a Mountain and passed. Brian played a Forest and cast Gaia's Herald, but I cast Force of Will to counter it, exiling Bluster Squall and paying a point of life. I played a Tectonic Edge on my turn and once again passed. On Brian's turn, she cast Lotus Cobra, and I had no answer. She played a Mountain, producing a green from the Cobra's landfall trigger. She then used a Mountain and the floating mana to cast Fauna Shaman. I played an Island on my turn, thought for a moment, and passed the turn. Brian laid down a Mountain on her turn, producing a red mana off of Lotus Cobra. She then cast Hero of Oxid Ridge. She was about to go to combat, and so I cast Downpour, tapping down her team. Brian passed the turn, but not before I cast Mystical Tutor, fetching up a Pyroclasm and putting it on top of my library. I missed a land drop on my turn and went ahead and cast Pyroclasm to clear Brian's board. Brian played a Forest on her turn and tapped 4 to cast Bloodbraid Elf. I had no responses, and the first thing that Brian flipped off the top of her library was Wood Elves, allowing her to fetch up a Stomping Grounds and put it into play tapped. She then hit me with the Bloodbraid Elf and ended her turn. I missed yet another land drop on my turn and had to pass. Brian cast Ruric Thar from her command zone, and since I unfortunately had no counterspells, Brian went to combat, hitting me for 4 with her 2 elves. She then played a Kessig Wolf Run and passed the turn. I played a Halimar Depths on my turn, rearranging the top few cards in my library, hoping for some way out of the mess. I did nothing on my turn and ended. Brian played a Mountain on her turn and went straight to combat, swinging with her whole team. I cast Aetherize, reducing what would have been 10 damage down to 6. Post-combat, Brian recast Ruric Thar and passed. With no land drops on my turn, I ended up having to pass it back to Brian. Brian recast Bloodbraid Elf on her turn, cascading into a Hellraiser Goblin. I cast Cryptic Command, countering the Bloodbraid Elf and choosing to bounce Ruric Thar, taking 6 damage to do so. Brian then used Kessig Wolf Run to pump up Hellraiser Goblin to win the game. Game 1 goes to Ruric. Will Melek be able to hold back the red and green horde in Game 2, or will Ruric take this match up 2-0? Be sure to check it out in Game 2 right now.